The event is about allowing the senator to talk about the violence impact on children learning report. Our organization reached out to Dr. Paul and his team to see if he would be interested in hearing from survivors and others alike in the community about the impact on kids, and that's what evolved out of this. With that meeting, the senator surprised all of us on that day and said he wanted to enter this report into the U.S. congressional record just to give clarity to something. So Senator Paul and my relationship started, and we're going into our 9th year now. Dr. Paul's appeal inside to us was him being a physician and especially a surgeon. And Rand, thank you for that work. Sometimes it gets lost. I appreciate you, and Kelly, I appreciate you so much for what you do on criminal justice reform, and that's another part of the work that Rand has asked me sometimes to jump into with him over time, and we're just glad to have this relationship with you. With that said, Senator Paul, please, mic's yours.
Thanks, Ben. Well, thanks, Christopher. I'm a glasses half full kind of guy. You know, I know this hasn't been an easy year in Louisville, and there continue to be problems. But as we look at the problems, you know, I want to see the glass half full. I want to see how we fix problems. I want to see somebody who has answers. The answers aren't always easy. You know, I mean, how do you fix violence in Louisville? How do you fix violence in America? I mean, it's not like something just happened yesterday. This is an ongoing problem. But I think we need people with optimism, and I think Chris has that optimism. I came and learned a little bit about Game Changers and what they're trying to do to find answers and solutions. We were excited by what we heard. We talk to Chris all the time and have been for several years about what's going on and what can we do to be part of that. Some of the things that happened in the last couple of years I think are encouraging. I'm a particular believer in second chances. The expungement bill that was passed by the state legislature a couple years ago, thousands of people now have taken advantage of that to get a second chance in life. And I think that's something we should all be proud of and continue to work towards. I think particularly for young men of any color, young men have a growing up that they go through, and some young men, women do too, I don't want to blame it all on men, but young men go through this period in life where a lot of us don't make the right decisions, and then eventually we do. But for an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, early 20s that make mistakes, there should be a second chance, and we all need to realize that. And to me, the answer isn't always just, you know, locking up people and throwing away the key. The answer is trying to figure out, one, how we can prevent violence before it happens, but then even when it happens, or if someone does break the law, trying to figure out a way to get people back into society, to get them jobs. And it became apparent to me early on that one of the things that prevents people from getting jobs, one of the things that overburns our government assistance programs, are not getting people back into the workplace. And a lot of times that was a criminal record. I'm proud of what Game Changers has done. I don't think it's over. I think we're in the beginning of getting this started. As Chris said, I don't think a lot of this communication would have started without Jim Milliman. Jim Milliman was a big part of getting me connected to Chris and to others in the Louisville community who are trying to make things better. So I really appreciate the work they're doing. I'm going to let the people who have worked with Game Changers talk more about what actually we've learned from the report. But I do want to go ahead and conclude by, this is a framed copy, Christopher, if you'll come up,
yes, sir,
that we put in the Senate record talking about Game Changers and their report, and we're very proud of that, and it's an official part of what goes on in our government now, so people can read and hopefully learn about what the good work you guys have been doing.
Thank you, Senator Paul. This is us, y'all.
Thank you.
This is us. This is us. This is the good work. And so I'm going to place this back on under here. I want to say this publicly because I've said it publicly, but now since you and Kelly are here, I'll just say this. You talked about second chances. You know, we've engaged in criminal justice reform, evolving into the 9th year now. I just want you and Kelly to know that as it relates to my girls and my family, what you did in regards to the state pardon and also the presidential pardon, which y'all know I was very reluctant to want to deal with. Can't thank you all enough for being persistent because debt is a tool now that I can use for second chance and redemption conversations. So thank you all for that.
You deserve it.
If you need assistance with federal agencies, please contact our Bowling Green office or visit our website.